this is Queen of Vibes. I'm here to bring you intuitive messages of insight and healing through my tarot readings. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. It may resonate, only partly resonate, or may not resonate at all. You may want to watch your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign for even more insight. If you're feeling the vibes, be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the Intimacy Report. This is a reading that's going to focus on the physical or sexual aspects between two people, no matter what kind of relationship you have. So if you're not interested in hearing about readings with sexual details or sexual innuendos, that this is not the reading for you. You can go ahead and check out the relationship reading or the singles reading. This is for my followers that want to hear about their sex life. Thank you. Hey there, Pisces. Actually, water signs. This is going to be a water sign video. So this is what I'm going to call the intimacy report. Okay, and what this video is about is your intimate relationship. So if you are in a physical relationship with someone, I'm not going to specify what kind of relationship. As long as you're having physical relations with a person, then this is the intimacy report. And this is for the things that you can work on if you are trying to strengthen the bond between you and another person, okay? If you're trying to increase the intimacy. Again, keep in mind that everyone has free will, so if you're trying to increase intimacy with someone who does not want it, it's not going to work, okay? So just keep that in mind. But this is just to give you a little bit of insight into the physical aspects of a relationship and the things that you can work on to heal areas that need healing or need attention. Okay, guys? So I'm going to pull 4 cards, okay? One for the overall energy. 4 cards in a Romance Angel Oracle. So 1 card for the overall energy, 1 card that explains what they need from you, 1 card that will identify what you need to communicate to your partner, advice for you, and then the Romance Angel Oracle for final message. All right, guys? So let's go ahead and let's get started. The first card is going to represent, this is for Pisces, okay? I'm going to do Pisces, then I'm going to do Scorpio. No, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, so, overall energy is the Devil. Now keep in mind, this is a romance, this is the tarot of sexual magic deck, so things don't mean what they think, what we think they mean. I'm going to read from the book what these cards mean in this particular deck. So right now, the overall energy of this reading is the Devil, okay? Next card is going to represent what they need from you, okay, Pisces? So what does your partner need from you? What does Pisces partner need? And we've got the 9 of Pentacles, okay? Next card is going to indicate what it is that you need to communicate to your partner, okay? What do you need to communicate to your partner? And we've got the 6 of Wands. And then the last card is going to represent your advice. What is advice for Pisces in their intimate relationship? What is the advice for Pisces in their intimate relationship? What is the advice for Pisces in their intimate relationship? And we've got the 8 of Swords. Okay, so Pisces, let's go ahead and let's get started with this Devil card, okay? In this particular deck, the Devil card is saying that you right now are dealing with a lot of magnetism, okay? You're almost devastatingly attracted to someone and them to you. And so the danger here is that in the positive, it's magnetism, and the positive is very strong attraction. In the negative, some of you may be dealing with betrayal. Some of you may be dealing with deception, all right? Some of you are dealing with someone who may be obsessed with you, okay? So now we're going to move on. What does your partner need from you? Well, I'll tell you right now, this card is about bonding. Your partner really wants to bond with you. deeply. Okay, they want to feel very connected to you. The Nine of Pentacles. Let me go ahead and read the Nine of Pentacles. What the Nine of Pentacles is trying to convey, once I find them, of course. The Nine of Pentacles is saying that they want to have a very powerful connection with you. But there's something to do with discretion here. So some of you may be in a situation where you're sleeping with someone who is already married or already in another relationship. And they want to continue this with you, but they want you to keep it a secret. They want you to continue to be quiet about the bond that you guys have together. Okay? If that's not the case, you guys do some really um freaky things with each other. Okay, your relationship is very sexual and very dynamic. You guys have a lot of variety, and there's like not a lot of boundaries here. It's like anything goes. And so they want to know that whatever it is that you guys do, you keep it between the two of you. Okay, what you need to convey now is the Six of Wands. Okay, and so you need to feel more secure in this particular situation. You need more attention. You want to grow closer. You want to have your doubts affirmed. Okay, well, dispelled, I should say. So, Pisces, there's some insecurity here that you're feeling. So, what you need to get across to your partner is what are you feeling insecure? Where do you feel like you don't trust them, or why do you feel like you don't trust them? What do you need to feel more secure in order to bond with them deeper, right, and give them this deeper connection? Is this something that for some of you, you may be pulling away from this person because you feel like you can't trust them, because you feel like you're not getting certain things from them, and this is making them in turn obsess about you more because you've already gone into this world, this, deep, dark, sexy world with them, and maybe they've not even been there with anyone else before, and now you're trying to like pull back. So what you need to communicate, Pisces, is why you're pulling back, what you feel like you need, or why you're not trusting this person. Okay, and then we move on to the advice, and it's the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is that basically, this is what it says, okay? It says, the body has to guide the spirit before the mind can guide the body. You cannot teach the flesh if it is not willing to learn from you. So I would take this, Pisces, as what you're probably already doing, okay? If you already know that you can't trust this person, okay, you can't teach this person what they're not willing to learn. Now, if this is just a situation where we're focusing on the intimacy, okay, if you're having relationship issues, that's in another reading. So right now, physically, if your partner wants to go deeper and you're not ready to go deeper, Pisces, you have to explain that to them, and explain to them they cannot force you. Okay, I think right now one or either one of you is trying to force the other person to go deeper into this sexual connection, and they're not ready. Okay, maybe they're not ready to go deeper into the sexual connection with you, or you're not ready to go deeper into the sexual connection because um, you don't trust them. So the advice is to establish that trust, or recognize when it's time to kind of back out of the situation, because it can't be forced. All right, if it's not flowing, if it's not happening naturally, if this person isn't naturally making you feel secure enough to stay in the situation, then there's nothing that you can do, and vice versa. They can't force you to stay in the situation, Pisces. They can't force you to sexually do things that you are not comfortable doing with them, right? But again, you just need to communicate to them why you feel the way that you do. Okay, so that was Pisces. Now we're going to move on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. So this is your intimacy report. All right, so we're just going to focus on what areas of your intimate relationship need focus, need help, need attention. Okay. All right. So the first card is going to represent the overall energy of your connection. What is the overall energy? Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Phew, excuse me. It's that time of year. That pollen count is way up there. And I'm usually immune to it, but not this year for some reason. All right, so let's get back to this Cancer. What is your current situation? You've got the Seven of Wands. Okay. Next card is going to represent what your partner needs from you. Okay. What does Cancer's partner need from them? And we've got the World card. Okay. What is it that you need to communicate to your partner or your sexual partner, whatever you want to call this person? And we've got the Knight of Wands. All right, the next card is going to be the advice. Oh, I didn't do the romance angel for Pisces. Okay. Oh, I'll get that in there. I'll put that in there. I'll put that in there before you guys even watch this video. So you'll be like, well, what is she talking about? We just saw that. All right, so your advice, Cancer, is the Chariot. And before I forget, let me just go ahead and do your romance angels. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Pisces. Forgive me. All right, let's pull a Romance Angel Oracle card for... Let's pull this one for Pisces before I even get into the Cancer read. Okay, so this is going to be an Angel Oracle card for my Pisces. What is the message from the angels, from the Romance Angels? And we get heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, Pisces. So I feel like that already came across in your message. But this is just to confirm to you. I think that the person you're dealing with is receptive to whatever you want to talk about. I think that you guys have gone far enough sexually that you should be able to have this heart-to-heart conversation. They shouldn't be more comfortable, you know, sticking their fingers in random places than they are talking to you about your needs, okay? All right, so Cancer, your angel, romance angel oracle card is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, okay? Now let's go ahead and get into your reading. The first card that we have is the current energy, and we've got the Seven of Wands, okay? So Cancer, you are dealing with doubts and suspicions right now, okay? And there's been some clarity as far as what your feelings are for each other. So for some of you, you've clarified that, you know, there's been some sort of suspicious behavior going on, okay? Physically, what is it that your partner needs from you? And we get the World card. So your partner is wanting you to your partner is wanting to feel that this is something that's going to last. They want the intimacy between you two to continue. And they need gratification. They need reinforcement from you. It says touch ensures continuity, a gratifying and complete relationship, peace and lasting happiness, a serene family. This person they want more than just physical intimacy from you, but they need you to make them feel like this is just more than sex, okay? Your partner needs to feel like this is a deeper connection. I think that they feel like you're focusing too more on the actual sex, the quantity of the sex, the quality of the sex, versus the fact that this sex is supposed to be special, that this relationship means more than just sex. Okay, what is it that you need to communicate to your partner? and you've got the Page of Wands here, okay? And this card is about abandon. It says the eccentricities of character do not necessarily lead to unreliability. You must look beyond appearances to see the essence of the feelings. So you need your partner to see past whatever little quirks and hangups that you may have, okay? And know that you're giving yourself, so you need to communicate to them that you're giving yourself, but that they are showing you something that's making you suspicious. Whatever it is that they're showing you, are making them come across as unreliable. Okay, but you need them to look beneath the surface as far as you're concerned. Okay, look deeper. I think that you feel like they're being too shallow, and again, they're focusing on your quote unquote sex drive instead of seeing that that drive is just a need to connect with them. But right now your drive is disturbed by the fact that there's some type of suspicion here. Okay, now your advice, we've got the Chariot. Okay, so Cancer, your card is your actual advice, and that would be, ooh, it says to conquer a rival, you must change tactics and perspective, faking a retreat and then staging a forceful surprise attack. So here it is where I think you need to kind of pull back a little bit, Cancer. Pull back and let this person miss you a little bit. I think you're being very forceful with them. I think that you're being very physical, right? Which is, this is Cancer. I think what's happening is that the nurturing that usually comes with you, the nurturing that's usually part of your charm, you have withheld that because there's been some type of fear of lying or cheating or suspicion or something. And so now you've broken down this connection to just sex, right? And so now whether you have a high sex drive or a low sex drive, the actual quote unquote intimacy of the bond is missing. The nurturing, the caring, the loving, the affection, all that's missing. And this person now feels like basically like you're just using them for sex. And so you need them to understand that the reason why things are the way they are is because you don't trust them. But if they're not understanding the words, then you have to show them with action. And sometimes it's about pulling back. You can't get someone to believe you don't trust them if you're still continuing to engage physically. Okay? You can express your love without physical expression. All right, if this is a love relationship. If this is not a love relationship, then you need to let this person know that that's what you want, because it seems like that's what you want, Cancer. Because if you're letting the fact that they may be seeing other people or that they may not be honest with you affect your sex life, then that means that this person means more to you than just sex. So stop pretending that that's all you want from them. All right. So let's go ahead and let's move on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, this is going to be your intimacy report. All right, so I think I kind of like these specific readings. All right, what's going on with Scorpios? All right, we're just trying to improve our physical and intimate relationships. All right, what do we need for Scorpio to improve their physical relationship? All right, the first card is going to represent your overall energy between you and this other person. What is the overall energy for Scorpio right now? And we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, next card is going to represent what it is that this other person needs from you. Okay, what is it that they need from you, Scorpio? What does Scorpio's partner need from them? Death. Okay, next card represents what you need to communicate to your partner. Okay, what is it that you need to communicate as far as what you need in this situation? So many cards. What is it that Scorpio needs to communicate? What does Scorpio need to communicate? We've got the Knight of Cups. The next card is going to represent the advice. Okay, what is advice? What is your advice for Scorpio? Seven of Swords. All right, and then let's go ahead and pull a Romance Angel Oracle card. What is the message for Scorpio? Okay, and bear with me, guys. I know I'm doing it different every one, but it's the first time I'm doing this report. I was just moved to do it, and so I'm gonna pull the card, but I'm gonna turn it over after. Okay, so this is going to be your oracle card. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this first card. We've got the Page of Pentacles for you guys. So the Page of Pentacles is about arousal, okay? It says transgressions leads to excitement, but neither one or the other can last without some moderation. So you guys may be having issues with consistency. Maybe one of you is having issues getting in the mood for sex, okay? So arousal is something that you guys are possibly dealing with, okay? Maybe one person wants it, the other person doesn't want it. You guys are not at the same page, okay? One person wants it, the other person's not in the mood, and one person's in the mood, the other one isn't, or one of you is just having a hard time getting in the mood, period. Okay, so what is it that your partner needs from you? Death. Okay, this says temporary abstinence from sex reinforces your desire. A relationship undergoing a transformation, even the end of things, must be accepted serenely. So what this is saying to me is that it's not just an arousal thing. I think that right now this person kind of wants to take sex off of the table altogether. There may be other things that they need to focus on. Maybe they feel like there's too much emphasis on the sex and they want to see if the relationship can survive without physical intimacy. But looking at the advice with the Seven of Swords here, I think there is some suspicion. So there's something that's blocking, there's something that's causing them to be turned off, okay? And for some of you, it may be the fact that either you've accused them of cheating or they're suspicious of you seeing someone else, okay? Moving on to what it is that you need to convey to them. And we've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is saying modesty, awareness of oneself and sexual. Okay, is awareness of oneself and sexuality born of shame or discretion? Without encounters with others, you cannot find yourself. Ooh, haha. So you need to convey to your partner you don't want to feel ashamed. You don't want them to make you feel ashamed because you're a very sexual person. You're very comfortable with your sexuality, Scorpio, and there shouldn't be, just because a person wants to abstain for whatever their reasons are, they should never make you feel bad about it. Also, if there isn't any infidelity, they shouldn't make you feel bad because you have a high sex drive, and having a higher sex drive doesn't make you a cheater, okay? So I feel like there's a situation here where somebody may feel like there's something going on just because they're not having sex with you. So they're like, well, if you're not having sex with me, then who are you having sex with, okay? And it could be true. So, this person, it's one of two things. Either you're with someone who is not sexually attracted to you right now because they are having sex with other people, okay? Or you're having someone who wants to take sex off of the table just to see what else you guys have going, and it's causing suspicion. All right, so ending it off with your advice is the Seven of Swords, okay? Which, it's about tasting. Only the beginning is not enough, but it is a beginning. Not every seed can ripen in a day. This is why you must persevere. So I feel like, There's not much you can do if someone does not want to have sex with you, whatever the reason may be. What you can do, though, is be as honest as possible about where you're coming from. Okay? And sometimes, if this is just the beginning, if this is just, somebody trying something different with you, you have to give them that opportunity. Okay? We can't tell people that they can't change or that they can't want something different or they can't want to try something. Okay? Um, if this is just, let me go ahead. I'm elaborating so much. Let me see what the romance angels have to say. It says codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I feel here, Scorpio, that there is a situation where the sex has become maybe some type of codependent addiction. I think that there is a partner here that the reason why they're pulling the sex off the table is that they feel like that may be all that you guys have, and they're really trying to see that that's not the truth. So by you complaining or not cooperating or being suspicious, thinking that, if they're not having sex with you, they're having sex with someone else, which I think is still a possibility, but allow them, take the sex off the table and do see what else you have between you, and do pay attention to see if the codependency is you or the codependency is them, because a person who has issues with codependency, they're going to create that with someone else. And so you'll know if a person you have a very sexual relationship with someone, they stop sleeping with you. Just pay attention to where their time and their energies are going. But if they're just taking that away, I think that, you're in a situation where the other person's realizing what the sexual connection is doing here, and they're trying to see, either they're just trying to break away from you, period, because there's no other relationship, and so they're just not attracted to this situation anymore because there's no other relationship here. Or you're not attracted, because the arousal could go either way. One of you is not attracted to the codependent aspect of the relationship. Okay, and so it really seems like the other person is the one that's either taking, like I said, they're taking the sex away to see what else exists, or they found someone else to be codependent with, and that's why they're not attracted to you anymore, because you're no longer their source for codependent activities, that codependent energy exchange. Okay, Scorpio? So guys, that's a little bit heavy, but I think that, this will be, I hope it will be helpful. I hope it will be helpful. So if this resonated with you in any way and you would like a more personalized reading, we can go ahead and do that, all right? But guys, be sure to let me know in the comments, if you enjoyed this reading, and be sure to give the video a thumbs up, okay? And I'll see you guys at the next reading. Bye, water signs.